Hello, crawlers. So obviously there's been a lot of talk recently about the new Dungeon Crawler Carl show that should be coming out sometime soon. Fingers crossed and all that. And I've seen a lot of different fan casting ideas for different characters. The one character that I don't feel like has been nailed correctly by anybody yet is Mordecai. For obvious reasons. I mean, him being a shapeshifter and having all these different forms, it would be really hard to find an actor that could do that role justice. Now, if I had my way and could cast anybody from history, Robin Williams would be my number one pick. The range on that man was incredible. For obvious reasons, he can't do it. Still breaks my heart, but aside from that, the two people that I think might be able to pull off the kind of range needed for a character like Mordecai would be Alan Tudyk and Matt Mercer. Obviously, seen how many different roles he can do with all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff that he's done. And I think either of them could do a fantastic job, but I still don't think they're the best choice. I think the best choice would be to leave the role of Mordecai open as a open guest spot. So every time he changes form, not only could we be surprised, if you haven't read the books, by what form he takes, but by what new actor is playing that role, which I think would be a really cool reveal. I don't have somebody picked out for every one of his forms, but let me give you a couple examples. His rat form, when we initially meet him, could be played by a lot of different people, so I'm not even going to try that one. But when he turns into his incubus form, I think Tom Ellis, who played Lucifer in the show Lucifer, would be an excellent pick. But I couldn't see him being the frog form so much. I don't feel like he's got that range to do that. Could be wrong. I've only really seen him in Lucifer, so could prove me wrong. But I think he'd do great in the incubus form. But then move on a little bit further, and we've got the short, angry, hairy form he's got in Faction Wars. Get Danny DeVito in there. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Now, again, I don't think Danny DeVito would do good in all of his forms, but in that one specifically, I would love it. And just to prove the point to the utmost, when he gets turned into his Canadian form, it should be one of the guys from Letterkenny. Your thoughts? Discuss below.